Hey, hey, hey. Happy New Year. Happy 2024, y'all. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we're in 2024. We're 10 days into 2024, right? Like, time flies. It's just crazy. I am so happy to be back on the green screen. This video is not going to be long because I got some things I got to do. But I wanted to jump on here. First of all, thank you so much. 201 subscribers. Woo! Don't tell me what you can't do when God give it to you and you put your mind to it, okay? Don't tell me. And I know, especially because it was family, right? That had to hit that subscribe button. People just don't know. So if you want to make sure you're subscribed, you think you're subscribed, please let me know, because I will do my part to make sure that that red button is clicked so you can like, comment, share, and continue to have other people subscribe. So anywho, thank you. Secondly, I hope everyone's new year is going phenomenally, that you're starting well, you're starting strong. Let me tell you, I had to take last week and really focus on getting my year started well, right? Because especially when you're doing social stuff and you're constantly on the go, your brain is constantly moving, especially if you're doing a lot of other things, which many of us are, you have to take time to step back and like recalibrate, reset, get your mind right. Okay. And that's what I did. And especially it was so good because, as you all saw when I posted, I was a part of an entrepreneur's fast, which I'm going to share my takeaways from that, because it was phenomenal. And it really helped me to just reset for this year as far as business, because whoo, congratulations to me. I am 6 months in to having my business. And if you know anything about the cash flow quadrant, I am currently self-employed, but we are going to tick our way to business owner. Okay. We're going to get there, but I am grateful to be self-employed. I could not do the employee thing. It just didn't rest. It did not rest. And I see why. And I know there's a lot of work to be done, but really being a part of that fast, really understanding like, God, you gave me something, and it would be negligent of me not to do my part to see that come to fruition. So this year, I'm super excited. I've given y'all a little bit about Pretty Talk, what it is, but I'm going to share more. I'm really going to dive into the nitty gritty of getting my business flourishing in 2024 and resetting with these other phenomenal entrepreneurs and leaders was just beautiful, right? But it also helped me with fasting, because not only in my my business life, but in my professional life, but in my personal life, y'all, I needed it. I needed that. And you better believe as soon as I come out of that, I get boom, wonked, okay? Hit. And I'm like, you know what, God? This is irritating. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. Duh, Jasmine. So, new year, new who? New you. Only if you do the work. And so in my professional life, of course, I was so excited. But that personal God was like, oh, no, there's a double lesson. There's a dual meaning behind this, honey. And it was hard, okay? I am learning a lot about myself, things I will share on the Jasmine Ray platform, of course, but also in Pretty Talk, things that I'm learning, things that are principles for just living, right? Living in your skin, living with other people in your skin, right? Like, because you constantly go with you no matter where you go. And we all know that. But sometimes we need to be reminded, because life be getting tricky and we forget. And we forget the lessons God teach us. And we can absent-mindedly just go through life and not remembering. Like, God had to reel me back in. Even this morning, Wednesday morning, God had to reel me back in and be like, Jasmine, keep praying. Like, this, it's not a one-time off and then you're going to be good. No, sometimes you got to stay before the throne. Keep yourself before me. Because if you don't, you're going to trip. You're going to tick. You're going to go off. You're going to be upset. You're going to be angry. You're going to be mad. You're going to be sad. You're going to be all over the place. But I've given you a secret weapon, and that is talking to me. So I'm excited because I know that this year is not just going to be amazing professionally, but personally, it's going to be great. And it's already proving to me that God never makes mistakes. He never speaks out of turn, right? God is always in tune, right, with what's going on in our lives. And I say in tune in quotes because he already has orchestrated. We are just aligning with him, right? We're getting in tune with what he's doing. But sometimes we think God is like so far away from us, and he's not. He is in frequency, right? We just got to find the frequency. Okay. So I guess I would say new year, new who, right? Because people say new year, new you, but it ain't going to be new if you don't do what you got to do. And sometimes that's stepping back. Sometimes that's stepping up. Sometimes that's being quiet. Sometimes that's advocating. Sometimes that's explaining. Sometimes that's showing, right? So many different nuances. And the only way you can know how you're supposed to be moving is if you sit still long enough to hear God speak to you. So I'm encouraging you all as we start this new year to honestly take time, right? We're only 10 days in. So take the time you need to reset your mind. Don't just go in motion. And yes, a lot of people, say, don't wait for the new year to start, right? That is so true. But for some of you, you did wait. You did say, okay, this year I'm going to do it. If that's you, that's okay. But don't think that you're going to do it without taking a second to think, what does that even look like? What does it mean that I'm going to make certain changes? What does it look like? How can I start? How can I begin to take a step? Stop trying to sprint and just walk, right? So I'm going to stop. Like I said, this ain't going to be long. Happy New Year. I love y'all. I will see y'all next week. I'm super excited because I'm going to share with you kind of some of the vision that God has given me for my year. And I love y'all. See you next week.